While camping at Unguma campsite, game viewing covered the area around Namutoni up to the camp of Halali.
Today is the second day in the Etosha National Park. We were reminded that it was the end of the rainy season. During the night, quite a bit of rain fell. It's also quite wet everywhere. The sky is cloudy and probably only later will clear up a bit. But we will see what this day will give us. We might have to adjust the light setting on the camera a bit because it's all darkish and grey. But other than that, there could be a lot of surprises.
Somewhat out of the ordinary, seeing a zebra standing far into the waterhole. Usually they stand at the edge of the water. There were still some thunderstorms around which created some heavy dust storms. It didn't seem to bother the zebras on their way to the water. I always enjoy seeing zebras drinking water in unison. The symmetry is impressive. To see different animal species together at a waterhole seems to be a characteristic of the Etosha National Park. Adults amongst them seem to know what they want, but the young ones seem to be somewhat confused. A tawny eagle on the ground near a waterhole, mostly up in the air or sitting on a tree, but for drinking water it has to come down to the ground. In the heat of the day, many animals prefer to rest. Some shadow would have been preferable, but the proximity to the water has its own attraction. Kudus and zebras together at the waterhole confirm the argument that the different animal species at Etosha tend to live peacefully side by side. Kudu cows don't carry horns. It is the privilege of the bulls. It might not be so attractive either, considering that these horns weigh a lot and need to be carried all day. Not a ghost, but a lone elephant bull. A bit of water and then the whitish mud of the Etosha pen are creating a bizarre color pattern. The red Hartebeest or red heart animal. The first settlers often named the animals after some physical characteristic. Looking from the front, the shape of the horns remind one of a human heart. blue wildebeest bulls are equipped with glands below their eyes. By pressing the forehead into the ground and releasing some of the gland's secretion, marks the territory of that bull. In Etosha, it is not avoidable that some of the white mud sticks to the head when marking the territory. Also, rolling in the mud leaves some traces. Oryx, antelope and springbok are the ultimate of a desert animal. Both don't need lots of water and can survive by drinking water once a week. Here a cow with thin but long horns. At the tip they tend to be somewhat bent outwards. The hunter's trophy of an oryx antelope, measured by the length of the horn, is held by a cow. In contrast, the bull carries shorter but thicker horns. This has a practical reason, as bulls tend to be more often involved in fighting other bulls for dominance. The shoulder height of Kirk's Damara dik-dik with a mere 40 centimeter puts it to the miniature antelopes. The white spot around the eyes is supposed to reflect light into the eyes and improve the night vision. This buck displays nicely that the upper lip is protruding somewhat over the upper jaw, similar to a miniature trunk. Dik-diks are browsers. This way it is easier for them stripping leaves from the branches. Most antelope babies are born at the beginning of the rainy season. Then good grazing can be expected, which assists with the milk production of the mother. That's about November. No surprise then to see in March so many family groups with young ones. Both sexes of the red Hartebeest are carrying horns. Those of the bulls are thicker. It assists the bulls when fighting with other bulls for dominance. March is the time when one comes across a lot of young red Hartebeests. The young ones have already the color scheme of the adults, but the horns are still underdeveloped. And again the peaceful picture of the Etosha National Park. Zebras, springbok and kudus peacefully side by side. The The waterhole Klein Namutoni offers most evenings the same spectacle when family groups of elephants come to the water not only to drink, but also to bath and indulge in skin treatment. This spectacle lasts for some time. It is therefore recommended to lean back and enjoy the show. First, the quenching of thirst is done hastily. Then the water is entered to have some fun. In particular, the sub-adults and the little ones seem to enjoy the bath. That the water has turned already quite muddy doesn't seem to matter. Also, the dropping of some dung balls into the water gets unnoticed. Elephants take great care in watching their little ones. The babies are nursed by some adult elephant cows and follow those on for human beings inaudible commands. Now the clearing of the water and the moving to the dust treatment has been instructed. Everyone follows this order. The ones who didn't listen hurried to not miss what's on offer. To blow dust and sand onto the wet skin ensures that neither parasites nor ticks can settle here. To suck up some dust and then blow it over the back creates scenery like a desert storm in the Sahara. Those who are tired of blowing dust can also just roll in the sand.